thank you guys for watching. You know, you guys always know that I try to get both sides of the story. I see what's happening, I document what's happening. Sometimes things are not always the way we see. There is always something behind the story. And today I'm here to speak with Eddie Duran, who is the manager of this location. And he's speaking on behalf of the store, on behalf of Alex Guzman, who is the owner of this supermarket. Most of you saw a video that we published on Monday, the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. It was brutal, but it was real. But there is a lot of things that we don't know, you know, the state of mind of the employees, the situation with the store, because this keeps happening over and over and over. And sometimes things do escalate. But from escalations like that, we learn important lessons that hopefully will help us from preventing something like this from happening again. Do you agree with what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yes. Definitely, you know, it's acceptable for happening. We learn a lot about this. We always want to work with the community, and events that happen on that Monday is something that I want to erase from, you know, that never happened. And we learn a lot from our team, from the people, from the community. I thank God that, you know, now, unfortunately, with this event, but now it's going to be a lot different than it used to work before.
Now, Eddie, yes, you know, I in no way want to defend anyone that comes to your store or any store to shoplift. And we all understand that if somebody comes to shoplift, you need to stop and prevent from this happening again. You know, set a strong example. Don't come back and shoplift in my store because you will be caught. But the action, I felt that the force used was a little bit excessive. Maybe people were hot-blooded, maybe we were excited, but it was a little bit too much.
Let me tell you something. It's really difficult to work in those times. Most of the employees are really stressed from the combination, really stressed from the attitude, the customer. They're totally different because the pandemic. So it's really difficult how you can, you know, come every day to work. You don't know if you're going to get infected. You don't know if you're going to get home safe. It's difficult. And I want to talk a little bit about what happened that day. As I said, it's unacceptable. We took action with those employees. Unfortunately, one of the managers was attacked by the young man, and the thing went out of control. When we noticed it was a problem on the floor, we went down right away. You saw me break up the fight and try to get control in the situation. As I told you, listen, things like that, you don't want to never to happen.
But Eddie, do you think that a little bit of excessive force was used?
Definitely from both part, yes.
Now, the community is pretty much upset, not just because of what happened in regards to excessive violence, not just that, but because of also the racial slurs that was used. Get F nigger out of the store. I'm sure that you train your employees, but again, let me tell you that I have seen a lot of people that use those words, but they don't even know the meaning of those words.
I explained that the same day to you. Probably he said because he heard somebody saying, as a friend or whatever, it wasn't the case, but that's my thought. You know, most of the people, they don't have the culture, they don't know. That's why I talked to somebody from the beginning yesterday, and they're going to help us to bring those people get involved with the community. You know, this is a great community. We decide to open this supermarket for this community. We're going to stay here, working with you, do the best we can, try to train us, our employees, and we can give the best of the supermarket.
That is very important. Training is of the utmost importance, and the responsibility of training the staff, it's on you, the manager and the owner and the organization. Yes, they might not know the meaning of those words, but the community does. Yes, and to be honest, Eddie, I didn't even hear when he called me that, because I was so focused on filming, I didn't even hear. Somebody of the community who was outside came to me and said, "Did you hear what you just called?" I said, "No, what did he call me?" And then she repeated. But again, he might not even know what he was calling. Just sounded like something he heard before. But we need to.
Well, I told you, we have somebody from the community. He's going to help a lot with this situation to train our employee how to deal with the community, how not to say words.
Offensive
very
words.
difficult. Listen, we have 84 employees. 99% of our employees is for Yonkers. Community know that.
Well, that is a great thing because, business of your size actually helps our community by giving jobs of the people from the community. So for that, we are thankful. But you also need to definitely, and you are already in the process of doing so, training your staff.
Yes, definitely.
On how?
Let me tell you something. Our employee are trained once every 6 months. Probably most of those employees was involved in the fight. They didn't do the training. Now we call the company. We're going to try to do it every 3 months instead of 6 months. From now on, we're going to work with the community. Definitely, we been contact from the leader of the community. They aware of what happened. We give the explanation. We give everybody. We receive a lot of phone calls asking what happened. We try to spend the most time we can, just give an explanation of what happened that day.
You know what? Talking about, most people already know what happened, not just in Yonkers, everywhere. I'm getting calls from New York Post, actually they broadcasted these on today. We got calls from Florida asking for the video. I haven't sent it and I'm not sure if I'm going to. But my point is, you are doing things to prevent this stuff from happening again at your store.
Definitely, yes.
That's something that the community needs to understand. Actions are being taken to prevent this from happening again. A lesson was learned and changes will be done. Now, in regards to those guys, I spoke with the Yonkers community leader, Edgar Santiago, and he tells me that he has spoken with you, probably the owner, about dropping charges against those that were involved in it. How is that
Let
going?
me tell you something. This supermarket, Job Fair in Yonkers, we believe in young people. I think all as a young guys, we made a mistake. Why not? Yes, we're willing to do it. We're willing to do it, definitely. But the community has to know that we here, Job Fair is here in Yonkers to serve you, to be with you, to be involved in your activities, to help the people. We don't come to job, but the job fair to Yonkers, we believe in Yonkers. That's why we're here. I'm sure. That's why we have 99% of our employees living in Yonkers.
I'm sure of that, Eddie. I see the size of your store. I very often come here to shop. Actually, the day that this happened, I was here with my wife to shop. That's why I was here. And like there is lots of other people. And people need to understand that this is an investment. And this is not a small investment. So for you to invest of this size in Yonkers, it's because you believe in Yonkers. And with you believe in Yonkers, you giving jobs to the people of Yonkers. That is important. But you cannot tolerate shoplifting. And shoplifters will be dealt with in the way that it's supposed to. Not by violence. I would say hold them down until police arrive, but that has already been worked on.
Yeah, definitely we have a team of security guards right now. There was 2, now we have 5. It's a training people with license. One of them have a license. Now he's not training the other team. And definitely what we're going to do is try to, we talk to the employee. They definitely can be involved in any incident in the store. It's something that everybody agrees. That's why we have the people of security guard, they can handle. But let me tell you something also. Since the COVID-19 started to spread in New York, especially in Yonkers, we make a decision. That decision was, don't call the police to nobody. Just ask the person to leave the alley and leave the store. And that's what we have doing for the last 2-3 months. That day, I think tell you exactly how it started, who was there. But I promise the community, I promise the people of Yonkers that never happened again. Not with us.
You know, Eddie, we could be sitting here and talking about how it started. You might say one thing, I might say another thing, we might disagree. But I don't think we need to focus too much now on how it started. We have to go forward.
Definitely.
The things that we are going to do now to prevent something like that from ever happening again. Now, I know that you took actions against the employees that were involved. You know, it's not like you told them, look, don't do this again. You actually took actions. What did you do?
Let me tell you, in the meeting that I mentioned about any employee get involved in any incident happening in the store, they just have to let the security guard to do the job. What we did is we suspend those employees, 5 of them. It was the main focus of the fight. And we did it for 2 reasons. To show the community that we want to change. To show the community that we want to work with you. To show the community that we care about what happened. We do care. We're concerned about what happened. And things like that never be happening. I don't know why escalate so high. It can be prevented.
But you did that to show the community those things, but I would think that also because you think they were wrong.
Definitely. Definitely. From both sides, it was wrong. From the beginning.
It was not necessary that
It was
escalation.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't. Definitely not.
So guys, you heard from Eddie Duran.
It's another thing. I'm sorry. Before we leave, I want you to tell people of Yonkers that in the video post they said we banned you from the supermarket. Yes, at the moment that happened, but we spoke the same day. You remember?
Yes.
We left that.
Yes.
So you can come to the store anytime you want. It's not that when you say
No, actually, I spoke with New York Post today, and I told them that they were wrong. I told them that at the moment, yes, everybody was upset. That I was banned. Actually, at the end, I can show you the text. I was banned and unbanned, and I even told them. As a matter of fact, I'm right here in the store, and I have been here yesterday, and I bought stuff the day before yesterday. So Eddie right away called me and said, you are not banned from the store. You're welcome in the store at any time you like. You, your family, your friends. So I was not banned. There was a momentarily kind of thing that was said in the store. It was part of the incident. But I am not banned. No one is banned. But let me emphasize again. Shoplifting is not tolerated here. Is not tolerated there, is not tolerated in any place. And if you shoplift, yes, you don't deserve a beating like it happened here, but you deserve to be prosecuted. And law enforcement will be called. Now, in those days, in today's day, we are talking and about everything, but remember, stealing is wrong. You shouldn't do it. And this so now we are kind of finishing this interview, Eddie. So, and I thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, I want to tell the community they can come. Either any person can come. We can explain the situation. This video is going to be good for the community, for everybody. Because incidents like that, we don't want to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to train our personnel. We're going to put all our effort to be the best store in Yonkers for you.
Now, let me just end up with this, Eddie, because a lot of people are contacting me saying that we should go to the store and do this and do that. Guys, The reason why I put the video out was to show you this. It was not to incite or promote violence. In no way, shape, or form. So do not take action on your hand, because if you do, you will be prosecuted. Okay, this matter has been handled. A solution has been found. The store has apologized, not for getting those guys arrested, but for using a little bit more force than was necessary. So everything is under control. Please continue to shop at the store, continue to come at the store, and bear the past. All of us make mistakes. I have made my share of mistakes. I'm sure you have made your share of mistakes. I'm sure that Mr. Duran has made mistakes. But let's not dwell on the past. Let's talk about the future. We know the problem. Now we found the solution. Now let's move forward. Thank you for watching, and until next time.
Thank you.
Eddie, peace out.
Yeah, be safe.